Hi, I will be talking about the 5 pitfalls to outsourcing that organizations should take note of. Pitfall number 1, we can easily manage this outsourcing relationship. People who are new to outsourcing will think that once the outsourcing contract has been signed, all the responsibility and risk have been transferred to the vendor, and they have very little to do other than to constantly check on the performance of the vendor. Yes, outsourcing does eliminate work, but it also creates work. The staff in the customer organization will now need a different set of skills. Instead of managing the staff who are doing the work, they now need new skills in relationship management with the vendor, change control, and contract management. Pitfall number 2 is only about money. Yes, outsourcing can get cost savings because the vendor possesses competencies that we do not have. But deals struck purely through cost savings can in the long term run into problem even if the savings have been achieved. Cost savings calculated against baseline are static, but the outsourcing deal needs to deliver dynamic benefits in order to stay relevant in a changing organization. So in short, long-term implications may outweigh the early benefits, so do not just look at the quick wins in early cost savings. Pitfall number 3. What do you mean by baseline? The failure to provide a legitimate baseline from which to judge improvement in cost and performance during the outsourcing period is one of the main reasons why outsourcing relationships fail. During the contract negotiation stage, the vendor will promise you a lot of things in order to win the deal. But if you do not have an accurate baseline, then you will not be able to know what and how to measure. And this is a risk to you, as you will not be able to know if this outsourcing deal is creating value to your organization at all. Pitfall number 4. The outsourcing provider will fix everything. Some people think that the outsourcing provider will solve all their problems for them without them having to do anything, and at the same time save them a lot of money. This concept is also known as your mess for less. But realistically, the vendor cannot fix all your problems for you without your involvement and willingness to change the way you do things or run the business. So a better way is for you to really spend time and energy to understand the problems internally, begin a process of remediation before you outsource. Finally, pitfall number 5. How hard could it be? Some people underestimate outsourcing, but actually outsourcing is much harder than you think. You cannot just simply throw out a business process and expect the vendor to make it work, or even work better. You must know why you want to outsource. Even then, how are you going to transfer intimate business knowledge to your vendor? And after you have outsourced a function, how are you going to take it back, say, after a few years? Will that be easy? What about new stuff? What about technology refresh? What about licenses? And how are you going to handle the IT security, risk, and compliance during the outsourcing? Therefore, many successful outsourcing deals take a long time, even years, to negotiate and transition. So, nothing is easy about outsourcing. Thank you.